Hey everyone, Jimmy Smith of Good Water Warehouse here. Better water means good water products. Let's talk water. Hey there, today we're going to talk about commercial reverse osmosis systems. And right here in front of you is the ultimate commercial reverse osmosis system for the water specialist. We're going to look today at the Ultra 2600D. D for deluxe. And for durable too. The Ultra Commercial Reverse Osmosis System is part of our ProLine group of products. It is designed and produced right here in Big Sky, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, for the professional water filtration expert. For the record, in the business world I live in, we generally just refer to a reverse osmosis system as an RO, so you will hear this abbreviation often. Now, if you are new to RO systems in general, you may want to visit our landing site for videos on products we sell. Just go to goodwaterwarehouse.com and click on Webinar Videos. One of them is a recent video titled All Things RO. This is the basics on RO systems and focuses on residential RO drinking water systems, but the videos are free to watch, so just register and view when you want. The ProLine Ultra RO is considered a commercial RO system, but possibly some of you might be wondering when or why do we call an RO system a commercial RO system? Well, I consider an RO a commercial system when the RO is required for much larger output of water over an under-the-sink type residential drinking water system. Keep in mind that residential or domestic RO systems are typically used in a drinking water only application. A commercial RO unit comes in many sizes. I consider anything over the 150 gallon per day range to be a commercial sized system, as an RO in this size range or larger are typically used in applications that are just not for drinking water within a home. Examples of where large RO systems are used are car washes. The spot-free rinses you see at a car wash is typically RO water. Medical facilities, food processing and produce rinsing in supermarkets, bakeries, horticultural or plant growing facilities, aquaculture or fish aquariums, whole house RO water filtration. When required, these ROs can give clean and safe household water. Desalination systems to use seawater on boats and even in homes, and so much more. Simply said, there are a plethora of uses for large RO systems. Our Ultra RO is made to be recognizable to the experienced technician, but it's also easy to operate for someone new to commercial RO systems. Case in point, the accessibility to pertinent components and controls of the system. Space within the frame, easy for larger framed people to access internal parts, controls, and general maintenance, if required. Room for larger hands. Easy to access tube connections for permeate and concentrate tube installations. And for those of you watching that are new to RO systems, permeate is the purified water produced by the RO and sometimes called the product. The concentrate is the water going to drain and not used. It is often called the waste water. Easy to access flow rate controls. The permeate, concentrate, and recycle flow meters are easily seen on the front of the unit with an unobstructed view of these flow meters. Additionally, the pressure gauges are also unobstructed. These gauges, along with the flow meters, allow for optimum system operation. Hey, additionally, the pressure gauges indicated as filter in and filter out are used to know when to change the pre-filter. Usually a pressure differential of 10 psi or in that range is considered a good indication of a filter changeout required. Ha! Just saying. Clearly marked and easy to use wire connections for both a storage tank level control and the pre-treatment interconnection for RO shutdown during a softener regeneration or a filter backwash. These connections will allow for the storage tank level to turn the RO on or off as required for water production, and additionally turn off the RO system during any pre-treatment regeneration or backwash. Water softeners or backwash filters set up as a single unit only will allow untreated water during regeneration or backwashing. This is why we shut down an RO during these cleaning cycles. It is never a good idea to have raw or untreated water enter an RO system at any time. Pre-treatment is always required with all commercial reverse osmosis systems. This pre-filter monitored by the gauges is the one and only Pentec 20-inch Big Blue housing, which is included within the Ultra series of ROs. Also included is the Good Water Warehouse Valuetrex 5-micron polypropylene cartridge. This cartridge filters down to a nominally rated 5-micron size particle. This sediment cartridge helps preserve effective membrane operation. If that filter were to become dirty enough to prevent flow into the RO, or another issue occurred that restricted the incoming flow of water, this would result in a drastic loss of water pressure to the Ultra RO system. So to prevent damage to the system's membrane pressure pump, a low pressure shutoff switch is plumbed within the system and thus will prevent damage to the pump. The Ultra system's pressure pump is actually a two-piece item. The pump itself, which is a multi-staged pump, and the electrical motor that powers the multi-staged pressure pump. The pump end with its multiple impellers builds up water pressure within the Pentair Code Line membrane housing and the Suez RO membrane. This increased water pressure achieves both RO water quality and quantity. The Ultra is designed to operate in the 110 to 150 psi range and not to exceed 200 psi. The flow gauges we saw earlier allow the operator of the Ultra to achieve the recommended pressure indicated on the pump pressure gauge by controlling both the concentrate flow and the concentrate recycle flow. The concentrate recycle flow is a portion or percentage of the overall concentrate water flow, which is reused or sent back to the pump's inlet and routed back through to the membrane, thus recycling a portion of water that would have been wasted to the drainage point. All water tubing is of the highest quality, starting with the best of the best in the water tubing and fittings industry, John Guest, Quick Connect Tubings and Fittings. On the pump end side, we use the original Falcon stainless steel corrugated flexible pipe connector and PVC Schedule 80 fittings for an ultimate system design that will meet code. Speaking of code, all Ultra commercial RO systems have been specially inspected by the Canadian Standards Association, or better known as CSA, and certified to meet acceptable standards. NSF components are used and a manufacturing date data sheet with model and serial number affixed to every Ultra. Other great features of the Ultra Deluxe RO system are the RO controller and the TDS monitor. Both are located on the front of the RO for ease of use and display. Let's discuss the controller first. The controller we call chip, and it operates all electrical components on the Ultra. Examples are the pump start delay, which allows for the Ultra to receive an adequate water supply and water pressure before the pump motor turns on the membrane pressure pump. Low pressure protection. You know, we discussed this earlier, and that was regarding the low pressure switch and the solenoid that will shut the RO down in the event there's low water pressure coming into the Ultra RO. Tank level control. This facilitates the Ultra to turn on or off depending on the RO water storage tank level. Pre-treatment lockout. And we discussed this earlier, and this is regarding the need to prevent untreated or non-filtered water from entering the Ultra RO or any other RO system for that matter. Auto flush, which will automatically initiate a high pressure flush of the membrane wastewater to the drain for 30 seconds after 1 hour of continuous RO production. Additionally, a flush occurs when an RO shuts down when the storage tank is full. The system status is displayed with LED lights and the operation that is currently occurring. An on-off touch-sensitive button is also on the front of the chip controller. Another great feature of the Ultra Deluxe model is the TDS monitor. Both the TDS into the Ultra and the TDS after the Ultra can be displayed here by a simple push of the buttons. This is a convenient and reliable method of knowing that the water quality from the Ultra RO is acceptable. An option that I really like that should be added, in my opinion, to all water filtration products is leak detection. This is the Flow Smart Water Detector, and this is the Flow 6-foot-long leak sensing cable. This battery operated leak detector will not only monitor the potential of a leak, but will also detect extreme temperatures in the area and humidity. When detecting an issue, it is going to alert the owner or the end user of the Ultra of the potential issues going on around the unit. Additionally, there is an optional shut-off device that can be added. This will immediately shut off the water supply if the detector senses water leakage. This information is securely sent through a Wi-Fi internet connection, and the sensing cable is 6 feet long, and up to 3 cables can be used in series for optimum area coverage. A terrific product for any and all water filtration products, and better yet, for all homes. There are points to consider before finalizing the choice of an RO system. The actual volume of water required per day and when this water is used during the day. You see, the time of day of operation is an important consideration, as to allow for adequate time for storage tank refilling and also cleaning cycles of all automated filtration products working alongside the Ultra RO. Additionally, the quality of the water to be treated must be known. A water quality report should be reviewed, and you need to know what the water quality of the source water is. In fact, there should never be a time an RO system is ever used on an unknown water quality source. Flow rate of the RO is also very important, so you need to know what the flow rates coming from the water source are. In fact, the flow rate is vital for all equipment, including the water filtration pre-treatment equipment. Space and doorway size to accommodate the water filtration, the Ultra, and the storage tank is vital to a completed project. Be aware that water storage tanks can be very large in size. Electrical requirements for all equipment must be satisfied. Electrical pumps and controls require power. The bigger the system, the higher the electrical power requirement. The drainage point and confirmation that the drainage point can handle all wastewater from all filtration equipment has to be confirmed. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to go do some research for the next episode. So be well, and until then, see ya!